Hey everybody, this week's Torah portion is Parshas Haazinu. And if you're too busy to watch this because you're busy getting ready for Sukkot, you might be wondering why is it that God placed such a long, intensive holiday like Sukkot, where we need to build a sukkah and do so many preparations, right after we just spent all the time getting invested in Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Why didn't God spread it out a little more? Why specifically have them all scrunched together like this? And our rabbis tell us a very interesting answer. They say that Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are really very centered around the individual. They're really us taking care of ourselves. We're praying for our own well-being on Rosh Hashanah and saying sorry for our crimes that we committed on Yom Kippur. However, if you do that for 10 days, there's a fear that you're going to become a very self-centered person. So what did God do? Immediately after Yom Kippur, after this intense 10-day period of focusing on our own selves, we immediately start with a holiday which is focused on those around us. We quickly take down our walls, the walls of our house, to separate us from the world around us, and go into a temporary dwelling which almost always isn't even 4 full walls. It's very temporary and it's more open to the public. And we do things that are centered around others. We also use a lulav and esrog, the 4 species which represent the 4 different kinds of Jewish people, and we bring them together. And the holiday is really built from this perspective to remind us that although we just spent 10 days taking care of ourselves, we have to remember that we're part of a bigger nation. And in order to keep that on our minds, we immediately, right after we spent all this time focusing on ourselves, we do something to focus on those around us and to remind us that we are part of a bigger thing than ourselves, and we get involved in a holiday that is to remind us of that. On behalf of Makorave, Shabbat Shalom.